Okay, Bay State Running here with Nathan Lopez at the Manhattan College Invitational, competing in the Eastern States race, the biggest race here.
Yeah.
12:15 unofficially, third place overall. Nathan, you got to be really happy with that performance.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a really good.
Okay, so we have 12:18 now.
Yeah, no, I was definitely really happy with it. I think coming in, being hurt at this race last year, I didn't get to run exactly the time I wanted, so I came in looking to just run as fast as I can, kind of keep Devin in my sights because I know he was going for the record today, and I was able to do that and just kind of execute the plan, and I came out with a pretty solid time, and I think more than the time is kind of just the confidence boost, especially being on this course, which is also the Foot Locker course. So I'm excited for that, and I think this is a good kind of benchmark to show that I'm ready to do something big at regionals.
So take me through this race. I'm guessing there was a bunch of you guys right at the beginning. So how did this race go throughout it?
Yeah. I knew it was going to go out really hard, so I just made sure to kind of get off the line and make sure I have my positioning going into the gravel path because it tightens up in there and it's harder to pass. So I found myself probably top 10 going into there, and then Devin pulled away a little bit early on, and me and a couple other guys were kind of lagging behind a little, but still keeping the distance pretty tight. And then eventually, probably halfway through, me and Antonio, the second place runner, kind of made a move up and started to close a little bit on Devin, and kind of put distance between the guys behind us. And from there, it was kind of just me and him running after Devin for the second half of the race. And from there, it's just kind of finish with what you got, and it was good at the end.
So at what point did Devin distance himself? About the mile mark?
Probably before that. He was out really hard, so probably about a half mile in, he was already kind of 20-30 meters ahead. But I'd say probably once we got to like the bridge at maybe a K or a little over, that was the max distance he ever got, and then we kind of just held it and ended up closing it a little bit. So he wasn't too far away.
Did you get your split at the mile?
No, I didn't. I actually couldn't even tell you where the mile is on this course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. There's no splits in there. There's no markers or anything. So it's kind of weird running with no kind of way of knowing where you're at. But it wasn't too big of a deal.
So I walked over this course yesterday. It's a tough course.
Yeah.
How did you tackle those hills, and how about coming down those downhills at the end? I know that's when you pretty much have to really go to it.
Yeah, no. So I guess last year when I wasn't fully healthy and prepared for the hills, they were definitely a lot harder. This year, they actually weren't too bad in my opinion. I think it felt like I got up them a lot easier, and they overall just felt like that section was shorter than last year, just because it was a little easier. And then the downhills are definitely like one of the most important parts on this course, I think, just because you got to work them so hard to make up for all the uphill. And yeah, so I just really pushed the downhills and opened up the stride, and I think that's kind of what kept me in it.
So Nathan, last week doing 15:15, I believe, at the Team Challenge. The week before, finishing 4th at Ocean State Invitational.
Yeah.
Are you taking next weekend off, or are you going to be Twilight or any of those meets?
We're going to take next weekend a little easier, I'd say, I guess. I think we still have maybe like some league stuff to do in the Catholic Conference, but no big invitationals, or probably not any very hard efforts. So we're kind of going into a training block right now, I guess, after this, and gonna really prepare for those later season meets and get ready to do something big in the end of the season.
Well, Nathan, congratulations. Definitely a big confidence boost for you today for the rest of the season. But good luck.
Yeah,
Reach out.
Thank you.